Okay, so today we are going to be talking about topic sentences. Now, what I really want you to get from this is I want you to be able to be confident. So we are going to be learning how to confidently answer questions in school for the rest of your life. Now, I'm not just talking about English class, but I'm also talking about science class, history class, your electives, sometimes math class. You are going to have to write topic sentences for the rest of your life while you are in school. I'm going to help you do that. Now, we have spent a lot of time talking about RACER. You know that, RACER. And hopefully you remember. That's restate the question, answer the question, cite your evidence, explain your answer, and reword your main idea. When I'm talking about topic sentences, we're looking at the beginning. Restate the question, answer the question. So you might be thinking, what is a topic sentence? Or what is a complete sentence? But I bet you know what that is. Now, that's just level one basic stuff. We've talked a lot about this. A complete sentence is an independent clause that has a subject, a verb, and a complete thought. So that means no fragments, no one word answers anymore. You can't just say yes or no or oranges. You have to use complete sentences, subject, verb, and a complete thought. And as we get a little bit more advanced, as we start thinking about paragraph writing, I want you to remember that you are going to use the words in the question to help you start your sentence. Remember, the reader doesn't know what you're talking about. Whether it's me or another teacher, I want you to pretend that we are idiots. I don't know what you're talking about. You can't say yes because or no because I don't know what you're talking about. You need to use the words in the question to start your sentence. We're going to talk about that so we can get to all the way to a topic sentence. Now, a topic sentence is a statement that tells the reader what your paragraph is going to be about. It's not a question. You are telling me what is going to happen. A topic sentence tells the main idea of your paragraph. There's no guesswork. You're not leaving the reader in suspense to say, I wonder what's going to happen. In the formal writing we are talking about, tell me what the main idea is. Tell me exactly what's going to happen. Now, topic sentences help two people with your writing. First, it helps the writer. That's you. A topic sentence helps you stay focused on the main idea of your paragraph. All the time with my own writing, I have to go back and I have to read my topic sentence to make sure that I'm staying on topic. If I start talking about that I love drawing, I can't then start talking about how much I love soccer. That doesn't make any sense. If you start talking about drawing, you have to continue to talk about drawing. Topic sentences keep you focused. It also helps the reader. The topic sentences let the reader know what your paragraph is going to be about. No guesswork. Let them know immediately what your opinion is, what your answer is. So a topic sentence should state the main idea. That's the R. The question prompt that you are answering is going to tell you the main idea that you address. Every single question that you will ever answer, ever, is asking about something specifically. That's the main idea. That's what you are going to address. So, therefore, use the question to help you begin what you say. Restate the question. And I want you to use as many words as possible from the question. Use as many words as possible from the question to state the main idea. Once I do that, you need to make a claim about the main idea of the paragraph. That is my A. That's your answer. That's where you give me your answer. Do you agree or do you disagree with the main idea? Is there a specific answer that you need to say or a position that you're taking? If there is, which there will be, this is where you say it. So you restate the question, use as many words as possible, then you give me your answer. Once you do that, you include or you summarize the reasons to support the main idea. This is your gold star. This is the why. This is the because. So you restate the question, then you give me your answer, and then you tell me why or because. And I want you to do all of that in the first sentence. So here's an example. Oranges are the greatest fruit on the planet. Do you agree or disagree? Breaking this down, the first part, oranges are the greatest fruit on the planet. That's a claim that you are going to be answering. And it's asking you, do you agree or disagree? That's a position that you need to take, one or the other. So oranges are the greatest fruit on the planet. Do you agree or disagree? I want you to use as many words as possible to begin your answer. So to restate the main idea, guess what? I can just say oranges are the greatest fruit on the planet because. You can use every single word there to start your response. Remember, the reader doesn't know what you're talking about. Use as many words as possible. You can also say, I agree that oranges are the greatest fruit on the planet because, and then go on from there. Or if you want to say no, instead of just saying, I disagree, I can be really fancy and say, even though some people might believe oranges are the greatest fruit on the planet because, and then what would you do there is you would say what the other person would think, and then you would prove why they are wrong. I'll show you. So again, the first two are agreeing that oranges are the greatest fruit on the planet, and the last one disagrees. I also want you to notice that I use all of the words. If you just say oranges are the greatest fruit, technically that's not good enough because this says on the planet. So if this says on the planet, you need to say on the planet. Use as many words as possible. So after this, you give me my support. Oranges are the greatest fruit on the planet because it is the best tasting. I agree that oranges are the best fruit on the planet because it is rich in vitamin C. Even more specific, that's like science. Now, if I want to say the other side, I can prove why number two is wrong. So I can say, even though some people might believe oranges are the greatest fruit on the planet because it is rich in vitamin C, oranges aren't nearly as versatile as apples. And then you would tell me why apples are so versatile, why apples are so great. So when I look at a question like this, the first thing I need to do is I have to figure out what is the main idea? What am I specifically talking about? One, I agree with it. B, I disagree with it. I'm talking about oranges being the best fruit on the planet, or oranges being the best tasting fruit on the planet. That's my main idea, whether I agree with it or I disagree with it. Then I need to make a claim. I agree or I disagree. So even though some people might think oranges are the best fruit on the planet, apples are better. You've now taken a side. You've now chosen your position. But what I really want you to do is tell me why. What is your reason to say this? So even though some people might believe oranges are the greatest fruit on the planet because it is rich in vitamin C, oranges aren't nearly as versatile as apples. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a topic sentence. This is a strong A+ sentence to begin your paragraph. Let's look at one more. With so much schooling lost because of COVID-19, do you believe that lunch is wasting learning opportunities for students? You can't just say yes or no. What I want you to be able to do is to state the main idea. What am I specifically arguing in this paragraph? What's your claim? Are you agreeing with this? Are you disagreeing with this? And why? Include a reason to support your position. With so much schooling lost because of COVID-19, do you believe that lunch is wasting learning opportunities for students? The question is the second half. The question is, lunch is wasting learning opportunities for students. Do you agree with that or do you disagree with that? So you're going to make a claim. I'm going to say, no, I disagree with this statement. That's crazy. I'm going to use as many words as possible, though. So I'm going to say, even though so much schooling was lost because of COVID-19, look at all of this I've used from the question. I don't have to make up the words. They're right there. Even though so much schooling was lost because of COVID-19, lunch is actually an important learning opportunity for students. Again, I'm using the words, but instead of saying wasting, I have great vocabulary. So I'm going to say actually an important. So instead of saying I disagree that it's wasting, I'm going to say no, it's actually important. Notice how few words I've changed from the question. I changed with to even though, and I changed wasting to actually and important. That's all I've changed so far. Then I want you to tell me why. Even though so much schooling was lost because of COVID-19, Lunch is actually an important learning opportunity for students because it allows them to interact with their peers, which is important for their physical and emotional health. Now, there's about 30 other answers. We could say lunch is important because you need nutrients so you can have the energy to go back to class and do your best job possible. And there's about 15 other reasons as well. But your goal, you need to understand what your main idea is and use as many words from the question to help you begin your response. Then, what is your response? Do you agree or do you disagree with something? Are you giving me a specific answer like apples or oranges being the best fruit? Then, what is your reason why? I want you to tell me what your reason is specifically in the first sentence. This is how you write a topic sentence. All right. Great job, everybody. See you next time.